Hey everyone, by now you know I'm a proud new member of Team Discraft. I'm excited for this next chapter in my career. With a new team comes new challenges. Now let me give you a first-hand look at what it takes in building my new bag. As we all know, putting can make or break you when the pressure is on. Whether it's 15 feet or 50 feet, I've got to be able to trust my putter. Here's what I'm considering as I round out my new bag. And finally, we're on the putters. This is probably the ones that I throw the least, but there are some throwing putters that we have here. The Zone, which I think is the most popular throwing putter that I've ever heard of and thrown, both forehand and backhand, but we also have some other putters that I want to test out here in this field. So let's get to the putters, let's see how they fly, and we will start with the Zone first. I have 3 of them right here. I got the titanium one, the Z Flex, and we got a little sparkle crystal here. First off, I like the feel of the Flex for a backhand feel right here, but I like this firmer crystal one for the forehand, so we will go with the backhand first. The overstable, I'm just gonna rip it. I'm gonna rip it like I need a 320-foot hyzer shot right here. Even with this wind, it just flies very true. And that Flex really feels comfortable in the hand. Let's move to the titanium. I've not thrown a titanium one yet, but so far what I've found out is titanium is the most overstable plastic. So let's put this on a similar line and see if it flies the same. Very similar, but you can see it wanted to get to the ground a little bit quicker. So titanium seems a little bit more overstable than the Z Flex. And finally, the shot that I've been looking for in my bag for a long time, a forehand putter. I've heard nothing but great reviews about the Zone, so let's try this out. Flew just like the backhand, overstable flight, really comfortable in the hand. And that's a shot I don't have in my bag yet, but I'm gonna be working a lot on that this winter. Comes in handy a lot on these wooded courses where there's water and all sorts of stuff to slow down around the green. And that forehand touch is something I need to learn, and the Zone I think is gonna be a big tool for that. Let's move over to the Challenger. I have a Challenger SS, a Jawbreaker Challenger, and just a D Challenger. Not really what I'm looking for in a putter to putt with, but for throwing, they feel very comfortable. Challenger SS has that little bit rounder on the bottom, which is kind of what I've grown up with, is that little round finish. But let's go with throwing the Jawbreaker first. I believe they're very straight. Even with this little tailwind, I think it's just gonna go straight. So let's check it out. Yeah, exactly that. Just put a little hyzer on it and just went dead straight. Let's see if the D's got a little bit more overstability to it. It's actually a lot more understable, which surprised me, but again, the Jawbreaker plastic I have not experimented with a lot yet. But yeah, if you like a deeper in putter and you just want it to fly straight, those Challengers were, I should say the Jawbreaker Challenger was very true to that flight. Now we got a Challenger SS. I'm assuming with the SS it's gonna be more understable. Haven't really thrown it, but that's why we're out here testing these out. Surprisingly, the SS is more overstable. I think it might just be because it's a little bit more shallow, but it flew more overstable than both those Challengers. So who knows, sometimes it's backwards. The SS is more overstable. And now we got some more Jawbreakers here. We got the Jawbreaker Focus, the Jawbreaker Magnet, which I actually threw the Magnet a lot when I was growing up. Before I was ever sponsored by any companies, the Magnet was the one that I actually threw a lot because I knew Steve Rico was putting with the Magnet, and he was someone I looked up to when I was younger. And then the Jawbreaker Roach. Let's go with the Focus. This is a beaded putter. Kind of feels a little bit more round. Kind of feels like a Roach with a little bead on it. So let's go with straight flight. Yeah, it's flying very straight with a little bit finish to the right. So that's probably just a little bit of an understable putter. And I'm noticing this jawbreaker plastic seems to be more overstable than the D that I threw earlier. And now a jawbreaker magnet. This I think is going to be a little understable, so I'll put a little bit more hyzer on it. It actually held very true to the angle that I put it on. It didn't want to dive down to the left and it didn't want to flip up. So magnet seems like a very neutral disc. Whatever angle I put that on, it flew. And then the one I've been working on the most is the jawbreaker Roach. This is what I've been putting with this winter and testing out the most. And this is one I've been throwing. This holds such a true flight. It's pretty round on the edge, but I'm able to throw it really hard and it's gonna hold that line. So this one I'm gonna throw very firm and try to get it out there with a little bit of hyzer, and it might flip up, but I think it's gonna hold true to that line. So this one, jawbreaker Roach, is the one I've been working on the most this winter. I threw that one pretty hard and it did not turn over at all. Barely got to flat, but still finished with a little bit of left, a little bit of hyzer at the end. So that is the one that I'm throwing the most, and that's the one I'm liking the most. So the zone, forehand, backhand for overstable, and the jawbreaker Roach. Those are the two that I've thrown the most, and I do look forward to trying more though. So let's get into the main putter I'll be throwing. I got the zone. I got in TI, Crystal, Sparkle, and a Z Flex. These two right here feel really comfortable. For the forehand shot, I like the firm top to where the Z Flex right here, I like with that thumb grip there in the top for backhand shots. So I'll start out with two shots right here for the forehand before moving on. Let's go with the titanium one first. Really natural feel in the disc and real natural shot, just letting that arm stay, the elbow stay low and tight. Let's go with this Crystal one right here. Haven't thrown this one yet, pretty new, but I expect the same flight. Again, almost identical. Now let's do the last one. A little bit softer top. I'm gonna go for a little hyzer angle here, kind of throw a gap shot. But either way, I feel really comfortable with that disc. Nice low profile, good for forehand, good for backhand up shots. That one is staying in my bag. I'm gonna roll through a few putters that I've been working on this winter. Some of them have beads, some of them are beadless, some are jawbreaker, some are D. But I wanna share with you what I've kind of experimented with them. First, I'll start with the jawbreaker Roach. It's got a rounder edge, a little bit more comfortable in the hand than some of these beaded ones for myself right now. But jawbreaker Roach, very straight flying putter with a little overstable finish at the end. Jawbreaker Roach. Nice straight flight from inside the circle. Next one, I got two challengers, one D, one jawbreaker. I noticed the jawbreaker is a little bit more overstable than the D, and these are a little deeper putter. So if you like the taller putters, you like the deeper rim, challenger, check it out, a little bit overstable. Very similar to the Roach, but a little straighter, I believe. Toss these both. Nice firm putter right there. Then we got the Challenger SS. This is a thinner profile, a little bit more round on the bottom, more like the Roach, but with the Challenger name. This is actually the most overstable one I've been using. It's surprising, but I think the thinner profile and the kind of concave top makes this overstable. Challenger SS. And now to the one and only beaded one that I've been trying this winter, the Jawbreaker Focus. If you like the beads, I used to putter with a bead, so this is kind of brings back memories. But it's got a little bead on it, but again, the same Jawbreaker feel. I like this plastic. This one's straight to understable. Let's give it a little toss. Caught on the right side. And then lastly, the Jawbreaker Magnet. This, I used to putt with this way before I was sponsored. It's got a unique bottom to it, kind of cuts in, kind of allows the finger to sit right on the bottom of it. But the Jawbreaker magnet, very straight flying. And I know a lot of people make a lot of long putts from outside the circle with the Jawbreaker magnet, so maybe this one will sneak into my bag for those outside the circle putts. And that's all the putters that I've been trying out this winter. I'm gonna be trying more in different plastics. You know, some of them, they come in Z, they come in Jawbreakers, come in D. So there's all sorts of plastics and putters and combinations that I will be trying. I look forward to seeing what you guys are trying and more recommendations. You know, I'm an open book. I'm looking forward to dialing in this bag this winter. You guys didn't think we'd forget, did you? This is my new prototype Luna. This is the first disc in my lineup and I'm really excited about it. The first thing I'm excited about is the plastic. It's a Jawbreaker, a firm Jawbreaker plastic mixed with rubber. So it's got tackiness, but the firmness also allows for the consistency that I've been looking for. So enough about the plastic. Let's see how it flies. I have 3 of them right here with me. I'm gonna throw one on a hyzer to show that line, the Anheuser, and how it holds that in a straight shot. So let's test them out. Holding that nice hyzer line from beginning to end. What I really like about the Luna is that any angle I throw it on, I can control it and trust it. And that's pretty successful in the wind too. So let's go with a flat shot now. Had a little hyzer on that, but you can see it's just so straight the whole way. It maybe moved about 5 feet left because I didn't get it completely flat. But now I'd like to show you guys what it's like on an Anheuser line. This is probably the one I'm most excited about, is how it can just hold an Annie from beginning to end. Here we go. Got a nice Annie. And it's not really panning out or trying to hyzer out. It's just holding that the whole way. And I think that's the thing I'm most excited about with the Luna. So that was the prototype Luna. They were released on January 11th, so be sure to check your local retailer or pick them up at discraft.com. Thank you guys for following along as I build my new bag. It's been an exciting and challenging process. I look forward to refining my bag this off season, and thank you guys for the comments and recommendations, and thank you Discraft. I will see you guys in 2019.